Meghan Markle clutches Archie as she prepares to fly to Johannesburg for next leg of royal tour. The Duchess of Sussex and baby Archie have left Cape Town and headed to the next stop on their 10-day royal tour, while Prince Harry has jetted off to Malawi. Meghan, 38, and her 4-month-old son were seen at the international airport before their scheduled British Airways flight to Johannesburg. Prince Harry, 35, left Angola today for the third stop during the solo section of the royal tour, where tomorrow he will visit young women at a college and meet Malawi's President Peter Mutharika. Today's flight with Archie also comes a day after Meghan made a private visit to a memorial for South Africa's student Johannesburg Nini Matyana, 19, who was raped and murdered on August 24. The mother and son looked relaxed as they prepared for a short flight earlier today, with Meghan wearing black jeans, a white shirt, and a pair of flat pumps. Baby Archie was cradled carefully with a blanket placed over him and appeared to be wearing a grey jumper and matching socks paired with navy trousers. New mother Meghan wore her hair tied back as she travelled with her son. She was last seen meeting Archbishop Desmond Tutu in Cape Town on Wednesday. Despite being seen on the airport air bridge today, there were no official arrangements and engagements planned for the Duchess in Johannesburg until Tuesday. On Tuesday, she's scheduled to attend a roundtable discussion with the Association of Commonwealth Universities in Johannesburg. Meghan will meet academics and students to discuss the challenges faced by young women in accessing higher education. The Duchess will then learn about the work of a charity which receives UK aid for its work to tackle sexual violence in schools, report The Telegraph. In the evening, Meghan and Prince Harry will be reunited after he flies back from Malawi to join his wife and son. On the final day of the tour, the royal pair will be seen together for a visit to a township near Johannesburg to meet with inspiring local youth. They will also meet with Grace Machel, the widow of President Nelson Mandela, and will also meet with President Cyril Ramaphosa and his wife, Dr. Sipho Motsepe. After this, the Sussexes are expected to depart for London. Today's flight with Archie comes a day after Meghan made a private visit to a memorial for South African student Johannesburg Matyana, 19, who was raped and murdered on August 24. The Duchess of Sussex posted an image on Instagram showing her tying a ribbon to railings at the post office where the student was killed in an effort to recognize the victims of gender-based violence. Meghan tied a yellow ribbon around the painted veranda of Clarence Post Office and offered condolence to Miss Vatvana's mother to show solidarity with those who have taken a stand against gender-based violence and femicide. Visiting the site of this tragic death and being able to recognize Winnie and all women and girls affected by GBV, specifically in South Africa but also throughout the world, was personally important to the Duchess. The Instagram post read, "The crime sparked outrage and once more highlighted the issue of high rates of violence against women in the country." The social media posts also revealed that the Duke and Duchess have been following what had happened from afar and were eager to learn more when they arrived in South Africa. Although Meghan has been making private appearances, her husband Prince Harry has been seen at official engagements since leaving his wife in Cape Town, both Botswana and Angola. The Duke today met with President of Angola and learned about pioneering work on the transmission of HIV/AIDS from mothers to their babies, which is championed by Angola's First Lady Ana Diaz Lourenço. Uninformed military saluted the Duke of Sussex as he arrived for an audience and with leader João Lourenço at the presidential palace in Luanda, Angola, on 6th day of his royal tour of Africa. Harry later visited a hospital to see the HIV project spearheaded by the First Lady Lourenço, who he also met yesterday evening during a reception at the British ambassador's residence. Posting an Instagram account, Sussex Royal, the Prince said the trip to Angola had been very important to him and thanked the President for incredibly warm welcome. He wrote, "The trip has been very important to the Duke, allowing him to see the impact his mother has had and also highlight issues that are so important to him, especially continuing her work to rid the world of landmines." The